What's going on, guys? Dropshot here, and we are back with another NHL video, and this time we are going to be talking about priorities in NHL 21 and the features that should be brought into the game. Now, by the looks of it, I wanted to focus on Nasher specifically because he's the major spokesperson for the NHL community because he has such a big audience and everything. But I cover a couple other tweets here and there, but I really want to look at his tweets because I think there's some bad takes out there. So let's take a look at some of these and let me know what you guys think. Now, in this tweet that I'm popping up on the screen right now, he mentions now GM Connected, something that's obviously wanted a lot by the NHL community. He says that he's convinced 90% of people who ask for GM Connected to return to the NHL, never played GM Connected. Not saying there isn't potential, but that mode was pretty awful, and so on. Now, I think this is completely wrong because, not completely wrong, I shouldn't say that, but it was flawed, it was slow, I'll agree with that, but that doesn't necessarily make the whole entire game mode bad. It just seems like you have a lack of patience there, but I can look at old tweets that back in the day of you talking about GM Connected, and it seemed like you liked it at certain points, and back in about 2013, you really enjoyed it, which would be NHL 14, actually, the timeline of NHL 14. And then, but in years past, you've said it was terrible because it was slow. So, I don't know. You seem like you're giving off really different vibes when it comes to this. It sounds like you like it, that sometimes, but like also you don't really like it. I don't know. I feel like if I was in your situation, Nasher, I feel like you should be promoting the game mode regardless of whether it's slow or not, because it's something that if it's slow off the beginning, you can build off of it, build your servers and whatnot. Also, that was released on the Xbox 360 back in 2013. That was when GM Connected was released. We're in the year 2020 now, and you're telling me the servers and everything couldn't be better. The loading times and everything couldn't be better. They definitely could be. So to say that it shouldn't be a high priority, he doesn't necessarily say that, but it should be the highest priority in the list, on the list of features for NHL 20. And according to Nasher, he disagrees because his number one feature in NHL 21 would be crossplay. I don't know why. I think that is completely wrong. And as a spokesperson, you shouldn't be saying stuff like this, in my opinion, because I don't think that's the majority of what people want. Is it a good idea? Yeah, it is a good idea. But for the number one feature you want NHL 20 ported over initially, just hypothetically speaking. You want NHL 20 ported over to this exact same consoles, and the main thing you want added is crossplay. That doesn't make sense because, first of all, if you're a Xbox and PS4 owner and you're buying NHL 21 to play with multiple friends on those consoles, instead of buying one copy, you have to buy two copies. So if you're EA Sports, you want people to buy multiple copies in this situation. So I don't understand why you would push crossplay the most. Makes sense why you would want to push crossplay, but I don't think we're ready for that yet as an NHL community. And also in this tweet, he also states, bring NHL 21 to PC. Couldn't agree more with the guy. But then Don't Be Sad says, only if it's crossplay, and then Nasher says, oh, I agree. Well, that doesn't make sense because the whole main reason why people want NHL 21 to PC is because of the amount of modding there is to the PC scene. You have NHL 04 where people are still modding NHL 04, the video game, a game that was released in 2003, and people are still modding it to this day because it makes it such a better game. It looks aesthetically pleasing, and it still runs fine. It holds up to this day pretty well, and you can, initially, you almost have unlimited amounts of things you can do. You can add in different songs if you want. If you complain about the soundtrack, you can add in different like teams, like throwback rosters and everything. Initially, you'd have roster sharing if it came to PC, but your priority is that if it's only going to come to PC, it has to be crossplay. No, I don't agree with that at all. The main reason why people want it on PC is for the modding in it. But back to the tweet that he said. He sent out, number one feature you want in NHL 21. John Wayne said, a salary cap game mode for competitive hot. I could not disagree any more on this, because the only reason why John Wayne wants this is because he likes Ultimate Team, and that's his number one thing. Even if you like Ultimate Team, you can add in the most game modes, which Ultimate Team already has the most game modes. You would, if you're an Ultimate Team player and you only play Ultimate Team, why is your main focus on another game mode, which you guys have gotten? You guys in the hut scene have gotten the most game modes, the most wide variety of things to do in Ultimate Team, and yet you still complain about you wanting another game mode added for Ultimate Team. That's just pathetic in my opinion. I don't know why that's the one thing you would add. The main thing you should add. Sorry. And then Grimer, another competitive NHL player, he says he wants in-game esports tournament matchmaking. That's the number one feature you want as a Ultimate Team player, which I think he's an Ultimate Team player, considering he's a competitive player, and that's what most competitive players are. And then the whole reason why this is because Nash also said, imagine if lines and strategies were able to save. That just shouldn't be a priority, in my opinion. The number one thing, the tweet says, the number one feature you wanted added in NHL 21. And what this guy wants is to be able to have esports tournament matchmaking. It doesn't make sense to me. And lastly, this one's more mellow. This one I can get on board with the most. I still don't agree with it, but Nasher says in NHL 21, he wants it to be added, the Svechnikov lacrosse-style goal, whatever. No, because I don't think so, because we just recently got new deeks and shot types and whatnot. We don't need this. We just got this in NHL 19 or 19 or 18, something like that. But we don't need this. We still have a one-handed goal that still is a go-to on the breakaway. We need to fix that before we start adding in new crap like this, because Lord knows what would happen. It would probably be another glitch goal. Especially I could see this utilized a bunch in EASHL, but I don't know. That's my 2 cents on that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you guys think Nasher's priorities are off? I sure think they do. Let me know what you guys want to see in NHL 21. Like if you guys agreed with me. Subscribe for more NHL 20 and 21 content. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you guys made it this far, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks again.